you for 1,000 more. Let's see. Let me just make sure this is. Yeah. I am not allowing the chat box to be up because the kind of shit that fucking pops up when I have the chat box up here, it's not happening. Not tonight. Not tonight. Hold on a minute. Let me just make sure everything looks correct. I always got to fucking check. I always got to make sure. I'm back streaming on my PC because I like the microphone. I think it just sounds slightly better. Let's see. The picture itself doesn't look great, but I don't really care. Yeah, we're gonna stick to this. Like the mic sounds 10 times better, and I can be on my phone during the stream. I don't have to worry about fucking shutting my phone off if anything happens. Link here first. It's snowing so much where I am. Link, I don't remember where you are, but I know we're getting a fucking fat storm coming this weekend. We are in for it, especially around here on Long Island, New York. It's not looking good for us. But you okay? Am I okay? Yeah, why wouldn't I be okay? Do I look not okay? I'm streaming on my PC because I decided to change it up a little bit. It looks like I'm filming like a fucking prisoner video right now a little bit, and I'm kind of far away from the. Hold on. Why is this? This is a little bit off center. There we go. That looks better. I was off centered. The camera, like I moved my keyboard to the side because I've been trying to learn how to play fucking mouse and keyboard on certain games and stuff. Like, and it's not going well. If anybody cares, I was trying to learn how to play it on Fortnite just because if I was ever going to come back, I think being able to play with your mouse and keyboard is a lot easier. But not doing it. I had to center my fucking what's it called? My keyboard. That I turned it to the side. It felt like it was easier to play like that. But anyway, there's not really a lot to talk about. The first thing that comes to mind, I wasn't here the last 3 streams because I was not at my house. That's all right, Link. I'm not worried about it, man. Like, you come and go as you please. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, where the fuck were you? Like, this isn't like school. There's no attendance. There's no like, hey, like you got to be here all the time. You're good, man. It is what it is. The U.S. women win gold today. Like the one thing that's on my mind right now, it's relevant on my mind because I'm obviously here in New York, right? I live on Long Island. I don't live in the city. What goes on in the 5 boroughs does not affect me whatsoever. I have friends that live in the city. I have friends who, I have friends who are affected by this. I go to the city enough where it's like something I think about. I'm already starting to realize with what's going on in New York City, with the new mayor there, that this guy really has no fucking idea what he's doing. It's kind of fucking impeccable to me that, it's only taken, a month and a half of him running the city of New York for people to start realizing that he's a complete, listen, I don't dislike the guy at all. I actually think he's a pretty fucking good, cool dude. I've always said he's probably one of the people I'd love to have a beer with. But he is things are just going bad and going south immediately. Like, he's a guy who, never had to worry about a dollar in his life. Like, he was talking about all these budgets and shit, not realizing money's got to come from one place to go to another. And it's already become a complete disaster with everything going on. And I don't know, man. It's already been just awful. Does it snow where you are? It does. We still have snow on the ground because it is not warmed up since we've gotten snow. So all the snow that we've gotten, every single bit of snow we've gotten since early January hasn't been good. Does the president know what he's doing? I mean, listen, Mike, we're not talking about the president here. I was talking about the mayor of New York, who already has been a complete disaster. Does the president totally know what he's doing? I would say probably not, but I will say I think the president currently is doing better than the previous president, and we can debate that all day if you want. But you should you should tattoo a W on each butt cheek, so when you bend over, it says "Wow." It's not a bad idea. You're onto something there, XRS. You have something. We're onto something here I don't know if it's for me. I don't know if technically I should be the one doing something like that. You know, I think there's better people out there. There's better options for people that could do something like that, and it would make sense for them. Probably not me. But yeah, no, it's USA beat Canada today. Yeah, Sandro, that was great. You know, it got a little bit hectic there. They took a while to get their shit together. You know, it looked like just an up and down game of like a whole lot of nothing. It was a gross hockey game. Finally, the United States women found a way to get themselves on the board, and they found a way to win in overtime. That was great. That was awesome. There's nothing better than beating the Canadians in hockey, men or women. Hopefully, the men can do it next. That was great, man. It's an awesome rivalry, especially the women's rivalry is crazier than. Oh, I got a bronze medal from somebody. Hey, are you happy that they won? I'm thrilled that they won. I got a bronze medal from. I don't even know who this is, but I appreciate the bronze medal. Thank you. How do I say? Who is this? Hold on. Pull the stream up real quick because I don't know who that is. That just sent me a gold medal, but I really appreciate it. I'm fucking thrilled that they won, honestly. Like, couldn't be happier for the United States women. I appreciate that. A bronze medal. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. Anything anybody sends me is great, man. A bronze medal. You're the best. I don't even know how to say your name because I can't read that. I don't read whatever language that is. I can't read it, so I apologize. Flay, I saw another dude wearing one of those Giants hats. He said he had a bad experience with them. How do you have a bad experience? When did Max Muncy become one of the top 5 best first basemen in the league? I don't get it. When was he a top 5 third baseman in the league? I'm trying to think. Is he top 5? I'm not even sure about that. Probably. He's a guy, he hits a lot of home runs and doesn't, you know, he hits a ton of home runs and doesn't do much else. I don't know. Like, he's a pretty decent third baseman. Maybe it's the same company you brought yours. Yeah, I wonder why XRS. I didn't buy it through the company ever. This one I got as a gift from the from somebody that bought it through the company. The other one I bought right at UBS Arena. I didn't even fucking deal with Noggin Boss at all. Like, he had an unpleasant experience with the company that sells the hats. I'll tell you that I've reached out to them multiple times about a potential sponsorship. And, like, not that I'm expecting one. Not that I'm sitting here like, hey, I deserve a sponsorship. I wouldn't go that far. But they've been, like, very rude to me. Like, every time I've asked, they're like, oh, we just, like, we're not doing any of that right now. We're not doing it. Like, just, like, the way they've handled it. Like, you know, it would be one thing to be, like, I don't know. They've said a couple things to me where it's like, oh, like, we just don't, like, I don't know, man. All I was trying to say was I like your hats. Please, like, consider me in the future. And it's been one of those things where it's like you think I'm asking them for fucking $1,000. I don't know. I could see them being a little weird when it comes to stuff. I'm not really sure, but just when I wouldn't say it was even that unpleasant. It was more so just like, you know, like all right, like just not a lot of information. I'm just like trying to tell them who I am to give like for the future. Obviously, I don't deserve a fucking sponsorship today. Who's your worst football team? You asked me before, which football team do I hate more? Probably the Patriots. By the way, what are you streaming so early, femboy? The cool people ain't around this early. Yeah, XRS. I might come back later, honestly. I think I might actually hop off and come back later because I don't like this computer stream. So I'm going to do that. We'll be back in a little bit. That 49er fan got sponsored by them. 49er did. Would you take a sponsorship from Spencer's? I would. Yeah, the 49er fan did. The guy, $1 million worth of game got sponsored too. It's annoying, man. You know, all I did was ask them to consider me in the future because I have people asking me about the hat all the time. And like you would think, like I said, you would think I asked them for their firstborn fucking child. Like that's what it comes down to. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Are you celebrating for the USA? Of course. Guys, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna stream on my phone because I don't really like the look of this. This look is